voices listen. The voice is true. The voices run to the bound and all the time for you. Run, run, run. The bounder in a vine. The pack that fuels in from the father cutting line. Run, run, run. Look, the soul is burning bright. The darkness turns day and need the sun to blind. The voices listen. The bolder voices pray. That make nowhere to run, midnight to make it stay. Run, run, run. The soul is burning bright. The night is turned to day and need the something bright. Run, run, run. The soul is burning bright. The darkness turned to day and need the something bright. The voices listen. The voices too. The darkness turned to day and need the something new. Run, run, run. The soul is burning bright. The darkness turned to day and need the something right. Run, run, run. The soul is burning bright. The darkness burned today and need the something right. Run, run, voices listen. The voices rain. The darkness burned today and need the something rain. Run, run, run. The voices burn bright. The darkness burned today and need the something right. Run, run, run. The soul is burning bright. The darkness to dive him in. Born in boots and feeling free, burned and dried in color tree, prince of war and broken flames. Undenied and spelt my names, unknown and burning gold. Windled angel Gallop stalled from the veins of every storm, waking from the devil's throne. Ancients frozen through the dark, burning bright, awaken heart. Raise a place that mine informed, from the path and devil's warn. Thunder row with thorns around, drawn the light and devil's thorn. Smoking, moped and fallen wind, where the winter blade begin. Waters born to rise and sin, soared in love with the roll again. London foreign felt the race, made the world my devil's base. Feeling gentle pain and prey, riven wild and summer rare. Voices breaking in the dark, stars burning through the night, and we formed patterns under loop, shadows running through our gloom. Neon silence on the screen, lost in what I never made. Learn to don't want echo sound, a breaking off sacred ground. Walking on a stating flame, a quiet fire in my veins. We can't be breathing no more ears. On my waters and the steers, flip doors furnishing me back, foster pickles in the track, a whisper static in the wind, promises to velvet thin, road rail falling from the grave, nothing left to be the same, lost in the broken town. I still feel the quiet down, the windows breaking through the stone. I wonder why to stay and moan, with the fire in the sky. Brian, simple where we fly. Late night, falling night in rain. Both the pain through the day. Wonder on the noises gone. One light alone beneath the sun. Sunrise burning with the night. Fast off burning through the night. We found patterns and the loop, a broken off the sacred ground. Late night falling like in vain. Frost on burning through the pain. Late night falling like in vain. Frost on burning through the night. Big little straight into the night. We formed patterns and the long. We formed starting on the stain. Frost on burning through the pain. Late night falling like in vain. Frost on. the same. We're gonna see the wire. We're gonna see the storm. We're gonna see the fader. We're gonna be gone wrong. We're gonna be a silhouette, choking on a soul. But the dark's been warming me and cooling me empty hole. Welcome to see the chaos. Welcome to find out. We're gonna see the chaos. Welcome to get found. Welcome to see the storm. Welcome to my fate. Welcome beneath the sky. Welcome time to get fake. Welcome to see the way. Welcome to work the morn. Welcome to see the sun. Welcome taking stone. spilling grains, but no one ever beats me walking through the rain. The one awake in boredom, my shadows winter dark. It built my shin the thunder from the night spark. There's something sunlight, there's something strange to spread. The breath is that built to burn. They deep in fire style, watch the world begin to turn. I felt the pulse of Maggie's hour, pressing through the veins. No one believed the travel, watching every tame. Another tide of thousand dawns and gory cold. What melodies are just a fence of being bold. The future isn't purpose, its end is bind. The rhythm of the world is changed and left behind. They bleep in fire style, watched in what we break. The world was built to turn in times on many makes. It's something in emerges, that nothing more. A final burning of the peaks of nothing more. The past is not to suffer, it's some kind of fire. There's only sinister-ing, non-contained desire. A try to find a future, not more fate and not or see, but something that our learning was beneath our vision tree. They breathe in fire style, science for the light. The what I've been deformed, make this world in right. The resonation's broken in a cold world, confined in every end of truth to be inferred. They breathe in fire style, watched in what we are. What I've been doing with myself and from the start. Inside the oven pocket, taking over fall. I've built this final second runner, what's the dawn? They breathe in fire style, watching what we burn. What I've been doing with myself and from the stern. They breathe in fire style, watching what we are. What I've been doing with myself and from a start. Time is ready to move above. The world was built to brain. A melody was built in body and being in the rain. was never named. Old stones in the duns at night, just in the frozen stone. Old fires burn neath the moon, nothing left alone. With the dawn's old blast, memories on the past. Old mistakes of cure, another cure. Burn the stone below, old guns in the low. One was never feared. other side. Race stars and promise in the night, reaching for inner heat and light. A shadow fading to the sound, a quiet answer fading crown. The gotta surge with dying hands, awaiting pattern, reaching plans. What's up for breaking for the peace, to find the path of breaking peace. The fracture's blinding them the stone, trapped inside the silent tone. What's the stone becoming born, and what's the stranger seems so long? The final voice, a static hymn, a banning chord and pulling in. What's the stone becoming born, the final breath, the waking dawn, when silver light begins to fade and stopping all the trains were made. No morning underneath the sun, no final rhythm must be begun. With weapon fire through the pain, belong to rise and something rain. What broke a last and I was broke. The truth is never born or go. The manifestations thunder fast, the darkest fate that don't take past. What's the stone coming on, the final breath, the waking dawn, until the light begins to fade and stopping all the trains we made. What the beneath the sacred plane, the patch that call feelings pain, the vinyl stars against the skin, the world is stark and breathing in. No God is looking no forgone, that darkness standing for a tone. The final dipping from the clouds, the final stone is learning how. What's the stone coming on, the final breath, the waking dawn, when molding fading, breaking frayed and stopping all the drains were made. The words convened and paper plans, the battle storms within the sands. What they become as intertone, the binders beating under stone. What death erases dawn, what bathed the world as learning home. What felt the whispers fall in fear, but on me turned to the seer. What cursed beneath the vein the night, what something holy in the night. What broken band in the marking ran, the shadows changed to southern sand. dome. Walking through the dirt in the old green. Carry weight when it starts to seem. People place, don't people down. But he's rocking, going down. Walking through the darking, walking through the deep. Something's very knocking. Walking till they sleep. Walking wrong. I'm burning, chasing sun. Raised on blood and surface. Had the one for the sun. Golden sky on the difficulty. Rain no drive on the grandest steep. Sun walks up with the cries of grace. Feel the heavy weight in a warm place. Walking through the darkened, Dust and windows scheme my name on my One.